readers, me here. In 1996, my grandfather died, and that was devastating. It was devastating for us. It was the first big loss that I'd experienced in my life. But that's not the point. In the South, in my family, we have the viewing the night before the funeral. And this, I think, was on, I don't remember what night of the week it was, but I had drill with my National Guard unit that day, so I came to the viewing in uniform. And this man came up to me at my grandfather's viewing and looked at me and said, "I don't think women should be in the military." I was very shy back then, and also I was stunned, so I don't remember what I said to him, and I just know it was very inappropriate and very rude and not the place to have make that kind of statement at my grandfather's viewing. I just lost my grandfather. I don't give a fuck about your opinion about women in the military. Anywho, I've never forgotten that, and clearly. And, I've heard all the things about women shouldn't be this and women shouldn't do that because they don't blah, 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 blah. Then last year, for Christmas, my sister gifted me A Woman of No Importance about Virginia Hall. And I read this book, and it became one of my favorite books of the year. And in it describes Virginia Hall, who was an agent of the SOE, and she, with one leg, one real leg and one wooden leg, she escorts men over the Pyrenees fucking mountains. They can hardly keep up, but she manages to. And it brought me back to that moment when that man made that comment to me at my grandfather's funeral. And I thought, you know what? If I had to see him again, he's probably dead by now. I would probably not say anything, but I would say, you know what? Fuck you, read some history about what women have done. Anywho. So, this past year, I've been into, because of A Woman of No Importance, I've really been into World War history, and in 2024, I intend to focus on women in war a lot more than I have this past year. So, for my first nonfiction book, I'll be reading Women in Intelligence by Dr. Helen Fry. This is the hidden history of 2 world wars and women's input into that, particularly about spying and the resistance against Nazi Germany. As a companion to that, I will be reading The Rose Code by Quinn. Now, I will probably finish this up way before I finish Women in Intelligence, but at the end, I would like to kind of talk about the two, let you know what I've learned, and that's all. Anywho, I do like Quinn as an author. I've read some of hers. I love the Alice Network. I like her writing. Women in Intelligence, I expect to be primarily about British women because it does talk about the Special Operations Executive. Although there is 3 pages on Virginia Hall in this book, so excited to read it and excited to let you know how I feel about it. That's all for me. Happy New Year. Happy reading. And this year, I'm going to figure out how to make this remote work.